mentioned that their gratitude needs to go to Kalonzo Musyoka, if at all he decides to run against William Ruto. Does that complicate the matrix? He may get the party ODM, but probably not the people.
I doubt in the mood. I think you have been in Kenya long enough to understand that politics is about interest. And politics don't respect history or history benefits. It deals with the current. And there are no permanent enemies, there are no permanent friends. It is only interest. And at the end of the day, the ODM will make a decision based on their interests. And their interest as currently, which is loud, is that they'll have to be in the next government. And they know where the next government will be.
ODM the party?
Yeah, ODM the party. They'll know where the next government will be. That is the coalition with the president. So if you think that you can never bank on history.
What about the people? Forget the party.
You can never bank on history. You can only bank on what is the interest currently.
Yes.
And the interest currently is, they are saying that for the first time since independence, they have a minister for finance. They have never had a minister for finance in between. They have a minister for energy. They have a minister for mining, and they have a minister for cooperative. And there are some still good things that will come their way. So at the end of the day, we form political parties to gain power. And power is about resources. And if as at now, they are able to be comfortable with what they are able to, what the government is able to do for them, then I believe at the end of the day, what counts in 2027 will be the interest of the party, and the interest of the party lies with our side, that is with the side of President William Samoei Ruto. So history is you can call for celebrations of 15 years of having supported BAMBA. The people will come, they will rejoice, they will tell you good things that you are able to sacrifice, and at the end of the day, it ends there and life goes on. So I believe if Kalonzo was trying to milk from history, and then politics,
yet you've seen that even William Ruto, the president, yes, appears interested in wooing Kalonzo Musyoka his way. If at all he was that inconsequential the way you say, would William Ruto be interested in that?
Of course, I'm a very pragmatic politician, and I believe in looking at the real issues. And the real issues is that Kenya, we are still, Wakilia was talking about the youth and the kind of votes they will be able to. May I also tell him, you know, sometimes also as a mathematician, you do statistics. And when you do statistics, you plot a graph. You plot a graph, and that graph tells you for every set of elections, how many voters do we add. And if you look at what we have been adding ever since we cleaned our register, we have been adding between 1.5 to 2 million. So this hyper theoretical 8 million is not, you will never add. There is no, may I finish? Even in the other elections, we wanted to go to around 28 million, and we happen to ourselves to have increased from 19 million to around 22, and half of it even don't come and vote anyway. So sometimes let us be realistic and don't believe, you know, because I've seen, you know, I'm trying to give him free advice, which are unsolicited, and they are free. You don't have to pay anything. Look at Kenya in real. In real, politics of Kenya is about regions. That's the sad thing. And it's about building coalitions with regions. So if you think that there will be, the 2027 will be about an American elections where people just come and look at the issues and say, this is good, this is what, and they start voting. My friend, you are not in Kenya.
We have about 4 minutes to go.
So what I wanted to say is that Kalonzo as a regional kingpin from Ukambani, whether we like or not, that is, we can slice a bit, maybe 10 or 15%, but at the end of the day, the Ukambani nation will listen to Kalonzo. At the end of the day, the Kalenjin nation will listen to William Samoei Ruto. So every region have their own unique way, and you have to deal well like that. Okay. If you are intending to gain power in Kenya, and you are reasoning like Wakili, And there are so many politicians we have seen him reasoning like Wakili, PLO Lumumba. There are so many examples that have tried to create an utopian society and build US in Kenya. And what they have ended up is that they might not get even votes that is amounting to a polling station, and you are contesting for a president. So I would like urge you to look at the Kenyan political spectrum the way it is, treat it as a region, and know which person do you build a coalition so that you can add your numbers. And that is why we are also interested with Kalonzo. We are interested with Matiang'i because we know the kind of clout they possess. Right. So that is it, and that is Kenyan politics for you.
Final comments.
I think it's very simple maths. First, who brought us the 6.8 million number? It is their own Ethicon who they really fought for and chose for. That's their own Ethicon. And I'll tell you how he arrived at it. Every single year, 1 million young people sit their KCSE. But we have a huge, bigger number that do not sit KCSE, but they are out there. 2022, after we voted that year, we got 1 million people out of school. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. At least there will be 5 million young people on the lower side that will have finished Form 4, that are keenly watching, and they are happy to remove a government that spearheaded the killing of Gen Zs on our streets. Let me tell you one thing. They are saying that it's utopia. These are the same people who thought that for maandamano to happen in this country, it has to be led by Raila Amolo Odinga. And I remember a beautiful young girl saying, Baba pumzika tukuonyeshe vile hii maneno inaenda. Those young people were not speaking Kikuyu, they were not speaking Luo, they were not speaking Kisii on the streets. In fact, they were a combination of all the tribes in this country. The maandamano that gave them the biggest headache, that was 2024. The anniversary of it in 2025 and the Sabasaba of 2025 were done by young people who spoke nothing but English and Kiswahili and who were mobilized with no money but believing and meeting on X Space and saying, we are going to the streets and we want good governance. If those people give you a headache then, they'll give you a bigger headache in 2027. This is not business as usual. Nyinyi jaribuni kusema ni kizungu ya kina PLO na kinafanya mambo. I am telling you for free. Anybody who is thinking of tribal alignments, we will shame you at the ballot. We will do it so properly, you will see something you have never seen. There is an old folk that is going home. There is a generation that has refused to accept that things have changed. And I am telling that generation, every time there comes a time when people say we are breaking from the past, and this is it. And mimi ukiona nikiongea hapa, I am not even speaking as passionately as they do. Nyinyi mnakuja mnasema ati huyo hata hawezi mobilize watu 10 kwa mkutano. Ni kweli. But that young person is mobilizing 1 million people on Twitter. That young person is mobilizing 200,000 people to watch a video on TikTok. Their psyche, and that's what's happening in Tanzania. Suluhu alikuwa na expect ati kuna mtu atakuja ite mkutano kama baba venye alikuwa naita watu kamukunji. Shock on her. Young people come and do a TikTok video. It has 200,000 views. Then munasema hizo ni likes za TikTok. Those 200,000 people find themselves on the streets. Then you start saying, walipewa pesa na Gachagua usiku wafanye maandamano.
All right, 60 seconds only.
I think I need to do a rebuttal on what is
60 seconds.
What my wakili is saying is that you know, I had given him a free lesson in terms of statistics and growth since, and he is now imagining that between 2022 and 2025 is even not even zeroing in on the people who have left us already. You know, as you add others exit naturally. That is what happens. So he is imagining that there will be a ballooning of some sort of vote that will majestically, as if they don't, because these are our children. I have children who will be registering as voters, and at the end of the day, as a parent, I'll talk to them on what we need to do. So this white smoke they are trying to build, and
you guarantee they'll listen to you.
Of course, of course. So I like their reasoning, but also. Wakil is also speaking from both sides of his mouth. While his party leader is actually claiming that he brought a chunk of his region around 40%, 6.8 for that matter. Now he also wants to run away that it won't be about regions. So you also need to tell us
Okay.
This region you have been talking about, 6.8, and the one you are saying there will be no regions, which one do you stand for?
Thank you so much. Yeah. David Kiplagat, MP Soy, and Fanyamambo Kinodia, who's a lawyer and political commentator, our panelist. Big headlines, big discussions. Thank you so much for your time at TV47 this morning. Once again on the headlines, inside Kenya's growing crime networks, that's the big one on the People Daily, but just below that, Young Turks Eye 2027 generation challenges Ruto, the old guard, what we've just been talking about here right now. On the Standard, see, hear no evil. On Taifa Leo, Kenya yangukia dhahabu. That still puts a smile on my face. Techie loses 1.1 billion shilling pay on M-Pesa apps ownership row. That's the Business Daily. And of course, the Daily Nation. Kenya strikes gold. Yeah, very exciting story. All right, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the state of the nation. My name is Freddie Ndumuli. Good morning.